Hi everyone, it's Tim Maria here live with Grant Campany, who's the Senior Director of the Archon Genomics X Prize.
Hey Tim, it's great to be here.
So you just came off stage and you're working on a number of really interesting things. What brought you down here to the Digital Health Summit?
I think we really wanted to be in touch with the consumer of the potential for the future of medicine, which is, how is genomic sequencing really going to shape the future of medicine? And so we're really here to kind of interact with and engage with the consumer and really to share our story about how we're going to revolutionize medicine through the Archon Genomics X Prize.
Some background on the X Prize. I met Peter Diamandis, and you have a number of different prizes. Give everybody a background about the prize, and then we'll go into specifics.
So the X Prize Foundation is really focused on revolutionizing various industries through incentivized competition. And so the specific competition here that we're here today to talk about is the Archon Genomics X Prize. And really what that's all about is really trying to challenge teams from around the world to sequence 100 human genomes in 30 days or less for less than $1,000 each.
So we just had a conversation earlier with genes on a chip, and everything's coming way down from when Craig Ventnor and the first wave of stuff a decade ago.
Right.
Where are we trying to take this?
Well, I think the real issue here is how we're going to transform the practice of medicine. And so what we realize is that the key barriers to preventing widespread adoption of these technologies are two components, one of which is cost. Is the cost sufficient or at least low enough for the general consumer to afford? And so what we're trying to do is incentivize companies and teams to really get high quality whole genome sequencing at a very affordable cost. So we know that through those two attributes will lead to tremendous adoption of the technologies and then more use and more engagement by both physicians and hospitals and patients.
So I saw your ads and you had like, we want your DNA.
Right.
What is that?
So one of the really key aspects of this competition is that we really searched the world for some of the oldest people we could find. And so one of the things that we looked at is how that program could serve as a touch point for the general consumer, because we know people have strong interest into learning more about centenarians and how they think or what enabled them to live long lives. And so what we're trying to do is two things: have a touch point for the general consumer, as well as provide some a resource of scientific utility that will result from the competition. So the idea is once teams sequence these genomes, it becomes a tremendous repository of genomic information that researchers can access and hopefully result in breakthrough discoveries that might answer one key question. So what enabled them to live a long life and evade disease? And that's really what we're trying to understand.
So it's the magic in the DNA
Right, so I think what we're trying to do is there protective genes that they possess that could benefit all of us?
Interesting.
So once we identify what those protective genes are, we might be able to develop therapies or diagnostics that everyone can use and everyone could benefit from.
How is this funded?
So this competition is funded through sponsorships and some philanthropists. So the title sponsor of the competition, Stuart Blusson and his wife Marilyn, basically are the title sponsors of the competition, and they own a company called Archon Minerals. And so they are the title sponsor of the competition, and they provided the $10 million prize purse and some initial seed funding for the competition. We recently had a new sponsor brought on, Express Scripts, who is the presenting sponsor of the competition. So that provided us with some good operating capital.
That's great, because without sponsorship, you can't make this happen and create innovation.
We are a nonprofit, and we rely on philanthropists and companies to provide us with sponsorship funds.
So what can everybody out there do to help you spread the word?
I think it's just to get engaged. Check out our website, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and just get engaged. Help us elevate the public debate around the future of medicine, and that's how they can help.
So it's at xprize.org?
So it's genomics.xprize.org.
And I saw the website. They have a number of different prizes in there. This one starts when?
This competition will officially begin on 5 September 2013 and end of 5 October 2013, and then we'll hopefully announce a winner by the end of the month in October.
Nice. Well, hey Grant, we want to thank you for your time. It's so cool to meet you in person and really appreciate what you're doing for the world, really, at the end of the day.
Thanks. I enjoyed being here. This is a great conference, and I'm looking forward to meeting as many people as I can while I'm here.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.